What's up, guys? I'm back in my car for another video. Hashtag AskRCFitness, where I answer your fitness question. So today's topics are going to be carb cycling, mini cuts, DOMS, and cardio post-workout. So let's get started with those. Carb cycling, oh my god, that's been a huge topic lately. A lot of people asking that this past week, surprisingly. I'm not sure if it was because the first person went ahead and asked, and then those other people saw and then started asking me also, but they were in all different platforms. I got asked on Twitter, Instagram, via email. So yeah, huge topic for this week is carb cycling. So let's talk about that. The question was asked by Lydia Kate 16 on Instagram, and she asked, what did she ask? It was carb cycling. Oh, what is carb cycling? And is it a good way to burn fat and build muscle at the same time? Her goal right now, she said, is to increase muscle mass while decreasing fat mass. And so she was curious into looking into doing carb cycling. So carb cycling is, in a nutshell, pretty much, because it's pretty in-depth. You could get pretty in-depth with carb cycling, but really it's very simple. In a nutshell, carb cycling is, got my buddy in the background, he's getting ready to hit the gym, so am I. Anyway, carb cycling is cycling your carbohydrates throughout the week. So I take a very direct approach to it, very simple. 3 low carb days, 1 high carb. 3 low, 1 high. So you just cycle that. Fairly simple, nothing really to it. It's not rocket science. So you will have 2 different sets of macronutrients to follow. You'll have your low carb macros and you'll have your high carb macros. And what you are doing really with carb cycling is you are kind of playing with your metabolism. You, in a way, are slowing it down just a little bit and then revving it right back up and then bringing it a little back down and revving it back up through the low carb and high carb days. Now there's a lot of approaches to carb cycling. This is the approach I take to it, and I've never really researched or try to figure out the other ways that people try to do carb cycling and go about it. But this is the way I do it, this is the way it works, and the way a lot of people do it, and it also works for them. So yeah, that's pretty much what carb cycling is in a nutshell. And the way I learned was actually via another YouTuber, Scooby. Scooby's Workshop is who I learned through. I believe this is gonna sound really bad, but I haven't really followed him a ton. So I believe he doesn't make any more videos. His channel should still be there. I don't think he makes any more videos, but I learned through him and through his website. He's got a great article on carb cycling, so I have that down in the description for you guys to check out, because there you will be able to figure out your macronutrients for carb cycling. Because like I said, you'll need 2 different sets of carbs. You'll need 2 different sets of macros. So he provides you like a little calculator, put in all your stats, and boom, it spits out a macronutrients for you. So now those are rough estimates. They're very close to where they should be, but they're rough estimates. They're not exact, so they're not perfect numbers. You will have to follow what you get for maybe 2 weeks, see how that works out. If you don't see the results you're getting, you'll have to play with those and change them up slightly. So but like I said, that's a great article to use, because that's the way I learned. And I'm surprised I found that article and remembered who I had learned from, because that was like 3 years ago that I found that article through Scooby's channel and stuff. So yeah, there it is for you guys. So like I said, I'm super glad I found it, and it's down in the description, so check that out. And going to the second part of the question, is it a good way to burn fat and build muscle? No, I wouldn't say it's a good way to build muscle. It's a good way to burn fat and maintain muscle mass. To build mass, you have to be in a surplus for an extended period of time, and through carb cycling, you're most definitely not in a caloric surplus. So you definitely will burn some fat, and you will maintain that muscle mass. So it's a great way of approaching. It's a different dieting technique into cutting. So I would really recommend a lot of people doing it if you are comfortable counting macros, if you've got prior knowledge in nutrition, or you're doing your own self-study, self-research in nutrition, and you're pretty good with it. I would highly suggest doing carb cycling when you cut, because it's a pretty effective way to go about decreasing body fat and maintain that mass, like I said. So that's what carb cycling is in a nutshell. That's pretty much how I do it. 3 low carb days, 1 high carb. Very simple. It's nothing crazy. Just don't make things too complicated. But like I said, read that article below by Scooby. It helps you a ton. If you have got any other questions, feel free to email me, contact me through my website, whatever it may be, and I'll help you out. Let's move on to the next question, which is by Nikki T7 on Instagram. He asked about mini cuts. So what are mini cuts, and how do I go about them, and how should I recommend someone go about doing a mini cut? So I don't do mini cuts. Mini cuts are pretty much like you got like a window of 2 to 4 weeks for an upcoming event, whether it's a photo shoot, a wedding, a vacation, whatever it may be. You are doing a mini cut. You are decreasing your calories for those 2 weeks and to look good for your event that's coming up. I'm a fairly lean guy, so I don't really need to do mini cuts. I guess I'm pretty lucky, honestly. But like, say I was bulking and I'm in the middle of a bulk where my body fat has increased and my calorie intake is pretty high. For me to do a mini cut for like 2 to 4 weeks, it's really not going to be that effective at all. That goes for pretty much a lot of people, I would say. But for myself, that doesn't work very well, especially if I'm in a bulk. If I was like in a maintenance stage where I was already pretty lean and all I really needed to do was flush some of that water out, decrease my fat mass just a little bit, I would consider doing a mini cut. But I haven't been in the position where I'm prepping for a photo shoot that's like in 2 weeks or something that was like really short notice. So no, I haven't done a mini cut, and I don't do them. But a lot of people do. So that's pretty much what a mini cut is. You've got an event coming up and you are cutting for a short amount of time, prepping for that event. So some of the mistakes I see people do is decrease their calories way too fast, and when you do that, not only will you burn fat, but you will burn muscle. So you really didn't do it properly. So you kind of want to decrease your calories a little slow. That's why I don't see it very effective, is because if you do it right, if you do a cut properly, you got to decrease your calories slowly, and when you do that and you only have 2 weeks, it doesn't work out very well. So that's why I don't do mini cuts. So if I've got a vacation coming up, I guess I'm gonna look a little fat. But anyway, that's pretty much what it is. And he also asked about my future goals. Future goals right now in the fitness, talking about the fitness world, fitness industry. I think so. I don't know. That's kind of hard. I really haven't had any huge goals right now that I'm shooting for, aside from like my online training, my business. I am trying to expand that, and I'm constantly looking into growing it. I'm working on a lot of things, so be on the lookout for some cool new things coming out for my online training. That is, I guess you could say, a fitness goal of mine. Also, what else? Oh, I guess getting some specializations. I'm looking to get more certifications in nutrition and possibly weight loss. So I'm looking into that. Those are some topics that really interest me, obviously. And so I guess those are some future goals: getting some more specializations and certifications, and as well as growing my online business. So those are some goals of mine right there. Let's move on to the next question. These next 2 questions about DOMS and cardio post-workout, why it's best to do it post-workout, were both asked by LMH the second on Instagram. And she asked, what is DOMS? DOMS is, well, it stands for delayed onset muscle soreness. A lot of people think that soreness is caused by lactic acid. They are completely wrong. So next time you hear somebody say that lactic acid causes soreness, you better tell them to look at this video, because they're completely wrong, or do a little bit of research. DOMS is caused by the tearing of the muscle fibers. So when muscle contracts, it shortens, the fibers shorten, and when we extend, the muscles lengthen. So the constant load that's being placed on the muscles and the contractions and flexions that are going on while we work out actually tear the muscle fibers. So there's micro tears going on, little tiny lesions and stuff going on in the tissue that cause inflammation, which causes pain. So that's soreness. So it's definitely not caused by lactic acid. That's really what it is. That's really what DOMS is. Just pain from inflammation from the injury that was done to the muscles. And I'm not talking about muscle tears where you pull a muscle because you were being stupid. It's little tiny lesions and tears in the muscle fiber due to exercise. That's why rest days are so important, because we need those little microfibers to or micro tears to repair and grow so that our muscle gets stronger. So that's why we need rest. So won't get into rest days though, that maybe might be for another day or another video. So that's what DOMS is. And she also asked about, why is cardio better post-workout? I wouldn't say like it's set in stone. Cardio is best post-workout and never pre-workout. I wouldn't say it's set in stone, but I choose to never do it pre-workout. It's always, if I'm doing cardio the same day of my lift, it's always post-workout, never pre-workout. And my reasoning behind it is that it tires you out for your lift. So if I'm doing my cardio, whether it's steady state or most of the time, actually all the time, is HIIT training, it wears me out. It tires you out. Cardio is taxing. So if it's gonna tire me out and then I have to go lift, my lift is gonna be half-assed. I'm not putting the same intensity towards my lift, and all my energy was put into my cardio. I'd rather put all my energy to my lift and what I've got left in the tank, put it towards cardio. The more you work out, the more muscle mass that you build, the more lean mass you have on you, the more calories you burn. So working out, you actually are burning more calories instead of doing cardio. So that is why I choose to do my cardio post-workout, never pre-workout. That's just my reasoning behind it. So pretty much it, you kind of have to step back and kind of sometimes a lot of things are common sense, and you have to realize, how are you gonna get the most out of this workout? So if you notice that yesterday you did your cardio pre-workout and you were looking to smash back, but you really didn't smash back because you were tired, then you gotta be like, whoa, okay, so maybe that was a bad idea. Let's try cardio post-workout and see how that works. And you'll notice that your back day or whatever day you did cardio post-workout, that lift was a lot better. So like I said, the more muscle mass you have on you, the more calories you burn. So I like to stick with my cardio post-workout. Okay guys, so that was all the questions that were that I was wanting to cover during this video. Everybody's the other questions that I didn't get to answer, if I didn't get to answer your question, most likely I answered it to you directly on whatever platform you asked it on, whether it was Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, email, Instagram. I answered that directly to you. If I missed your question for some reason, I'm not ignoring you. I missed it. Something happened. It got lost in my feed. I'm not sure what happened. Hit me up again. Don't think that I'm ignoring you, that I don't want to answer your question. Resend it. Be like, hey, listen, or re-tag me wherever the post or question was asked, and I will answer it for you, because I'm not trying to ignore everybody. I'm trying to make this as useful as possible. I'm trying to get you guys as successful as possible. I want to teach you what I've learned. So like I said, keep asking me all your questions. I'll continue to make videos like these. Let me know what you guys want to know more about. Hit me up down below in the comments. Thumbs up if you like the video. Thumbs down if you didn't like the video. Be honest with me. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.